Hey guys, it's ex-Morgan, and I am having a day today. And by a day, I mean not a good day. But that's okay, because we can't always have good days. I just wanted to share a couple things that are on my mind today, because I think what I'm struggling with right now, so many of you will find very relatable. Before I get into that, though, I do want to say thank you again to everyone who reached out to me and supported me after the release of my video last week, the Temple Square video. That was one of the more vulnerable videos I had ever released, and I was really nervous to put it out there, but I received so much support and sympathy and just, it was hard to accept the amount of love that was just poured out to me because of that video. So thank you so much. I honestly just, I couldn't even fathom. It was just beautiful. It was amazing. Thank you for all of that. So I feel like what I wanted to talk about today, and this is not scripted, so if you're one of those people that likes to comment about how you love my rambling, that's sarcastic, maybe don't watch this, and that's okay. We can still be friends. Maybe. I just feel like my life has always been run on fear. Fear of what other people would think of me, fear of what God would think of me, fear of, God's damnation. And it is ironic because we didn't even really believe in hell, not exactly, although I guess it's up in the air whether I would be considered going to outer darkness or not. Anyway, I'm seeing that I'm making a lot of progress in breaking out of that fear, but it's just really hard. And I think a lot of the fear stems from kind of the habits I learned growing up, and just that perfectionism is just, it's so toxic. I was looking up some quotes earlier about perfectionism, and one of the quotes I found really hit me hard, and it was perfectionism is self-abuse of the highest degree. And I was just oh my gosh, that is so true. Because when you struggle with that perfectionism, you have this high drive for success, which is a good thing, but you're always so focused on trying not to fail, which is a bad thing because then you're afraid all the time. I feel like making this channel has been a cool opportunity for me because I've got to address a lot of my fears in doing this and putting myself out there, even though it's been so hard, opening myself up to criticism and rejection and things like that. But it's also been so rewarding because I have started to care less about what other people think. And I don't mean that in the air, those people that are I don't care what anyone thinks, and they're totally lying. The truth is we all care about what people think, but the goal is to learn to trust ourselves more. And I feel like that's the opposite of fear, and perfectionism is trusting yourself. And I feel like I struggle with that still. And I've come so far. But I do still struggle with feeling so much is weighing on me, and it's just hard. I think when we tend to be perfectionistic, we often, is that a word? Perfectionistic? Perfectionist? Whatever. I think the problem is when we are so perfectionist, we often are so impatient with ourselves. So I noticed I was having a rough day today, and I was just feeling, afraid of certain things that are going on in my life and in my business and stuff, and feeling just like, I don't know if I can do it, you know? Like, I don't know if I can overcome this fear. And I think I was feeling like in my head, why can't I just get over it? Why can't I just feel good? Like, my life is good. Like, my family is awesome. Like I'm, I'm doing what I love in my business. Like, I've got this YouTube channel, which is amazing, and I love it. It's so cool. And so, like, why can't I just be happy all the time? And that putting myself down for feeling down is just so redundant. It's not helpful, Anyway, I ended up calling a friend of mine. She's the best. And telling her how I was just having a hard day and how I was feeling impatient with myself. Like, why can't, like, all these good things are happening. Why can't I just, like, focus on the good? And she pointed out to me, like, she's like, Morgan, in the last year and a half, you left your church, you had your first kid, you struggled with your family relationships and everything because of the church stuff, like, and then you started putting yourself out there on YouTube and doing all this stuff in your business, and, like, she's like, so I think you're allowed to have a bad day. And I was like, when you put it that way, I should have way more bad days, right? Anyway, it was very validating, because I think the biggest thing with the whole faith journey is that you keep thinking, like, I'm over it, I'm done, like, I'm better now, I'm fixed, and then, like, something hits you, and you're just a mess all over again, and you feel frustrated. But it's like, it makes sense. It makes sense why you're a mess. And even if it doesn't really help you to be mean to yourself. I know this is a little cliche, and I don't care, because this is what's up. Anyway, I just wanted to put it out there to everyone that this journey is so hard. Like, it is so hard. And it might be, like, the hardest thing you've ever done or will ever do. Who knows? And that deserves, like, respect, That deserves respect, and that deserves patience and understanding. Anyway, so I just wanted to put that out there to you guys, and I am just trying to appreciate the journey, because I know there's a lot of beauty in this journey out of the church and toward healing and letting go of perfectionism and letting go of what other people think. There's a lot of beauty there, and I'm just trying to appreciate that for what it is. Oh, another thing my friend said I really liked was that often I think we're impatient with ourselves because sometimes we can see exactly what we're doing wrong, but we can't fix it still, or we're struggling to fix it. So, like, the perfectionism, right? Like, things don't have to be perfect, or I don't have to be so afraid, so just don't be afraid. So easy, right? But it's like we're getting down on ourselves for a problem we didn't ask for, And it just makes it so much harder on ourselves, again, when we don't have that patience with ourselves. But it's like, I didn't ask to be taught to be afraid all the time and to be a perfectionist and to have all these issues. And so, like, just honoring that it sucks that happened to me, and that it's unfortunate, and that it's okay because I'm working on it and it's going to keep getting better, and that there are ways to heal and move past this, and, like, appreciate that. Appreciate the space for the pain and the learning and the growing, and also knowing that it's not my fault. It's not my fault that I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and that it's okay to give myself time to move past that, if that makes sense. The feels. Anyway, those are just some thoughts that were on my mind. I just wanted to put it out there to you guys because, again, I don't want this YouTube channel to be portrayed as like, oh, I'm just, like, perfect and my life is awesome and everything is great. I think my life is awesome. I do think I'm perfect. Just kidding. But I want to be real, tell you guys like it really is, because there's no sense in being fake. The biggest thing for me in this journey has been the validation, like, that I'm not crazy, I'm not alone. Like, that's what I needed, and I think that's what a lot of people going through this similar thing need as well. So we can all just be impatient with ourselves together and then realize that we should be more patient and give ourselves the time and space we need to move forward. Thank you guys so much for listening to this. I know I was rambling a lot. I know I wasn't wearing a lot of makeup. And I know that this pink and purple thing, I'm not really sure if it matches or not. I don't know. But thank you anyway. And I did want to let you guys know that next week, me and my business partner, life coach, Angie Monco from Harmony Harbor, are putting a class together next week on Wednesday. And the class is going to be called What to Expect During Your Faith Transition and 3 Pitfalls to Avoid. The biggest thing I really want to get into in that class is walking through the process of like all of what to expect when you leave the church. If you know what to expect, you can handle things better than I feel like I have. And also, if you know what to expect, you can be more patient with yourself. And if you're more patient with yourself, I honestly think you will just heal faster. So that class is going to be awesome. It's going to be online and it's going to be live and interactive. So we'll be asking for examples from you guys to hear a little bit more about your stories and how you fit kind of into this process we've put together. So for anyone interested, there's going to be a link in the description below. You can register for that free online class. The reason that Angie and I have started working together on putting these programs together for people like you guys and other people who want to stop people pleasing is because we just see that there is such a desperate need for healing around this kind of stuff, around that people pleasing problem, the perfectionist problem. It all comes back to this inner issue of like, am I lovable and am I trustworthy? I just have a lot of passion around that and wanting to tell people that you are lovable and you are trustworthy. Because I feel like that's what's brought the most happiness in my life, is finding that for myself. Now, obviously, I'm still on this journey. But I know I'm so much happier now than I was before because I am learning to trust myself. And I am learning that I'm worthy of love even if I'm not perfect, even if I'm not Mormon, and even if no one agrees with me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Comment down below any of your thoughts about the stuff I talked about in this video. And I will be seeing you guys very soon, I'm sure. Thank you so much.